Good afternoon. This is maybe Old Salt Gamer. I am back on my Venus no trade map. Made some improvements. Again, nothing is pretty because I had to get stuff set up. Probably next episode I'm going to look into rearranging some things and making it a little neater. I now have 3 rows of winter spawn growing. The temperature in here is a cozy 25.7. So far, with my greenhouse and biomass, I have 7 megapascals of volatiles built up. So I got plenty of volatiles. This is hanging right around, well, it was 720, so it's actually gone up a little bit. This is my oxygen. I may have to put more storage on here. I'm up to 7 megapascals. I'm actually taking my oxygen from 2 sources now in here, and also, and that's why I have 2 separate oxygen filters. I'm also taking it out of my greenhouse slowly, which I'll show you in a second. Notice there's no oxygen in this line, and I'll show you how that's working. I was worried about my CO2 in here. It has gone up, so now I got enough CO2 in my greenhouse. This 37 moles is actually rising slowly, although it just went down because it went under 10% in there and it pulled more in, but it was in 19, so it's gone up. Now I have been putting, the only thing that I haven't worked out yet, I have been putting nitrogen in here from my liquid tank. I still got quite a bit. I got 142 liters yet. That's what came with the lander, so I still got a lot of room, but eventually I'm going to use this up. It'll be a long time from now, but so I really got to pull maybe the nitrogen out of my outside line here. 56 moles for filter that into this room somehow, which I got to figure out yet too. Or I can just bring it from outside. Of course, that'll warm everything up. I have gained a little bit of water. I haven't been monitoring too much if I'm maintaining. I'm at 69.1. At one point, I was at I think it was 67 something. So it's gone up. I think I'm maintaining, but I haven't really been monitoring that closely because I hadn't had it set up yet. This is my steam line, which is going into my evaporator, which is this vented into this room. So it's taking the cool air from this room, 25, bringing it in here. And I could probably raise this a little bit, the pressure. That's my key if I am not making enough water to maintain. So what I should do is I have 76. Well, I should drink water. Yeah, I'll do that. That's the only true way of knowing it is filling up my... I'm drinking until I'm full and then seeing what happens. But so that's this room. I go through filters, as you can see. Every time I come in here, I go through filters like mad. And really got to get the better ores. 9%. So I need almost ready to... Don't I have it? I do. I'm just going to swap that out. We'll put that here in case I come in here and it's empty. So, like I said, this is holding up pretty well. The temperature's holding up. My big key in temperature-wise, there's a balance between water produced, this line, because I have this set to bring CO2 in every time the temperature gets to 35 Celsius. If you watch, it'll go down, and then it'll go up, because at 35 Celsius, it pulls in outside air, and there you go, 40.6. It's a funny balance because if that goes up too high, I could take one of these radiators off and it won't cool as fast. Which I probably could do now. And when I do that, pull that off carefully. And I'll probably need it back again. That'll lower the temperature in the room because it's not exchanging with this. So as long as I'm stable in my moles of CO2, I can play with these radiators. And like I said, in turn that lowers the temperature in the room, which produces water faster, because it's cooling things off faster. So it's a balance game. Oxygen's good, volatiles are good. Water I have to verify. 69.1. I don't know how fast it's going up. Like I said, I don't need it to be 25 in here. So if I turn this up, I'll produce more water, but produce more heat also. So if I go up to, let's say 16, you'll see an immediate rise in the temperature. So it spiked, but it's coming back down now. But now it'll probably go up in here a little bit. I could, maybe 27 in here is a good number. I'm not sure. It's a balance that I have to play with yet. Didn't really go up, did it? Probably will over time. But that should drain this a little bit faster. Now I'll show you how I got this set up outside. I got it all, everything is automated with is everything automated? Changing filters isn't automated. I wish there was a way to do that. 23.4. Oh, and I might go a little bit higher here. I got this at 1 megapascal. I'm not sure why. It just seems like the smart thing to do. It doesn't really matter, I don't think. So let's go up to 20 and see what happens. Now, it seems like I said the temperature will spike, and then it'll come back down. Now see, that's warmer than the room temperature by a significant amount, so that might raise. There, it's going up now. But I can afford for it to go up a little bit. Let's split the difference for now and see what happens. Let's go down to 18. Okay, so that's that, and that's how I'm balancing things out. The higher pressure I can set this, the warmer the water will be, but the more water I will receive. So it's kind of a funny little balancing act. So let's do this real quick. Nope, I was right. I'm still super cautious with these. Call me paranoid. Okay. Now, in here, I'm ready to throw some more of these in. They might be at seed, actually. It's been a while. They are. I just threw the seeds in 2 right now. I got enough of them. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, there is one problem I notice. When I get a storm, let me take these out. When I get a storm, I'm going to have to shut my heaters, my volatile system down outside, because it cools off to a point where I don't think it makes charcoal correctly. And then I end up getting volatiles, or not volatiles, but biomass in my chutes where it shouldn't be. Put this in here. There we go. All right. Now, how am I getting oxygen into this? It won't be doing it right now because I left that on. Because I'm using this valve. Basically, when the pressure in here gets to 100, and usually with the doors open it won't. It's probably a lot lower than that right now, 92. It'll start bleeding the air from the room in here. And I got 250, and that's been like rock stable. Around 250, 249 moles of oxygen. So it slowly puts the oxygen in this line, which then gets filtered out by the second oxygen filter that I have in there. So this is working really good. This system is also resupplying my CO2 to the room and keeping it at 10% via these codes down here. And it's also keeping it, I did warm it up in here a little bit. That helped also. I had this set for 25, and I'm thinking, why do I need this set for 25? Because ultimately, that is heating up this pipe, because this is running more. So I want to just turn that up a little bit. We'll see how that works. I can always turn that back down, but every little thing that you change really spikes the system. You have to be really careful. And my CO2 is still going up, so I'm good. I might actually be able to open that a little more. Let's just do this, because when I go outside, I will start using this like mad, of course. And of course, this releases CO2 into the air too and helps. Alright, I think I explained this room pretty well. I have not planted any more ferns because I'm maintaining my oxygen. I only needed 3, which is surprising. And I am eating, that's thriving. I am eating potatoes. Speaking of which, I could have I could have took that off, but I don't have the hands. I gotta get rid of these extra. Let's do this. So let's drink, make a measurement here. I have 68.8 liters after I drank. Let me write that down. 68.8. Okay. Now, hopefully, I'm reasonably close to that when I have to drink again. If not, I may have to do some adjusting. But that's everything in here. So volatiles room I explained, this room I explained. Close my helmet back up. Close this. Turn that on. Now let me show you what I did outside. Okay. I have a lot of extra pipes because I put regular pipes down, then I changed them to insulated after I got a ton of silicone and made some steel. And that's when you really burn the water. If I get deep miners up, let me check my light and stuff here so it doesn't go dark on me. Oh, we're good. That was my 84. We're good. Okay. If I get deep miners up, then I won't have to do a lot of outside mining. And that'll help also save stuff. I do have some charcoal laying around in here because I was working and it went under there and I just couldn't get it, so I wasn't worried about it. So here's my volatiles tank. As you can see, I've got that's higher. That's going up. 4.1 kilomoles of volatiles. So I am gaining volatiles through the system. Now, what I did in here, I automated it, and I could show it to you real quick. It's a simple, dimple program. Oop. The only problem is it will reset. That's close enough, though. So if I do that and open that, and import that, as you can see, very simple. All I do is have it run for 300 ticks. Then I have it open and sleep for 150 ticks. That keeps around 14 regions in here. And as you can see right now, there's biomass. Now that 0.4 grams is when I was playing. It's not affecting anything. It's not going anywhere. It's just hanging in there. It doesn't do anything. So there you go. You can see how it forwarded the regions and now it's feeding through my system. So, but that's that program. So I can just put this in. As soon as I put this in, it'll start right back up. There you go. Very simple program. Works really well. Like I said, out here, I wonder what I got thrown there. Anyway, out here, I had some stuff up here and it blew away, I bet you, during the storm. It did. Oh well, whatever it was. It's probably damaged now. I could put this back in. I took that out to check some things. Now, as you can see, when that went through, there should be some volatiles in here yet. And there is. It's going down because This filter, I got a hanging valve there from when I was experimenting. This filter is pulling it out, filters are okay, into my volatiles tank. And this, like I said, the other one, this degasses the biomass. This changes the biomass into charcoal, and I'm using that to power my base. Basically, at this point, I could probably get rid of all this because I got enough biomass charcoal to run this. Now I automated this where my battery inside, once it gets to minus 75, this will kick on and feed charcoal until it charges again. So this is all automated. Everything out here is either automatic or automated. This is automatic. Everything else is automated. There it goes. Battery got low, so it kicked one in. It only takes one to boost it right back up again. So up on top here, this is the one I was mentioning where I'm pulling in my CO2 from the outside air. And this doesn't turn on until the temperature, there you go. So the temperature gets to 35 and I'm still gaining CO2, so I could definitely turn my water rate up a little bit. Making water rate. There's my combuster. There's my oxygen. Higher. My volatiles is right here. This is all automated through this chip. Basically, when this gets to 5 megapascals, it shuts off, and when it gets down to 4.5 megapascals, it turns on. Now, I didn't want these to overpressurize, so what it does when it turns off is it turns the gas mixer off, and then waits 15 seconds via sleep command, and then turns these off, which ensures that they don't get overpressurized. So, because as I was watching this work, every time it turned on and off, these got a little bit higher in pressure. Like, I can't let that happen, because over time, I'll hear this horrendous bang, and I do have these disconnected. I disconnected, I think, all of my solar panels because I actually am worried about jamming the chutes up. I think I'm making more charcoal than I'm using. So I tried disconnecting that. I'm going to have to experiment with that. Now let's go back in here. What's my water? Didn't go down too much. By the way, I make a ton more water during a storm because the temperature goes down by 100 Celsius. It makes a huge difference. So I think what I'm going to try and do, and I've seen other people do this, is catch as much of the storm temperature air as I can and see if I can use that to help cool things down in between the storms. Good. Alright. So everything's good in here. 247 oxygen, which is exactly what it was. 10. Everything's good. 50 CO2. So I am cooling that off faster than I need to. So the key to that is we close that. We can make some adjustments in here. It's all a balancing game. That's the key. You want to maintain CO2 in that pipe, the way I have it designed, but you don't need to gain CO2. And I'm currently gaining. The temperature in here is 25, so I can remove another vent, which will in turn lower the temperature in the room and make this not run quite so often. I'm at 50.7, so we'll watch that. 50.7. Let me write that down. I don't need that much in there, so it doesn't really matter as long as I have enough to resupply my greenhouse. I'm okay. So Here's the key, and I think it's too cold in here, so I don't think I gained enough. What was I at? 68.8? I'm still at 68.8. So I did not gain enough because I'm not converting enough of this, and it's going down even further. So now let's raise this. Let's go to 20 because I didn't do it at 20. I had it at 20, but then I changed it. But it should go down in here pretty. Yeah, it still is. So that tells me, let's go to 20. Let's try 25. Now that's going to heat everything up inside there. But you see now I have 1.7 moles of steam in there working when I only had 0.9 before. So I should be converting faster, but we'll see what happens. Now the temperature is going to go up because I'm making the evaporator work harder. So I don't want it to go up so much that it doesn't cool this off to the point where my CO2 goes down. It's a crazy balance. It really is. It's kind of fun to play with. I can kind of see how much water I'm making by how fast this goes down also. If you watch it for a few minutes, it's not really going down that fast. Yeah, that's better. It's a lot better. So if I get maybe a 30 in here, I think would be a good roundabout temperature. So we'll see what happens. 58.9, so there it went up a 0.1, so I did gain some. However, I drink about 3/4 of a liter every time I get a drink. So I have to gain a little bit faster than that. But this is where the question, does adding another row in here help? If I add another row, it'll cool faster. But these also drink water faster. Now, eventually, I'm going to set up, and I saw this on YouTube also, which I liked. I'll probably set it up over there. I'll pull these out and find the ones that drink less water using the DNA stuff. And that'll be pretty handy. I could save water that way over time. 8.9. Now, again, this is all spread out. There's 68.9 in this pipe network, and I think there's about 20 in the tank yet. So I still have 80 liters, so I have time to play with this. 26.1, so it's still climbing. Now, this is what happens. This won't get cooled down as fast anymore, so it won't bring in outside CO2 as fast, although I am double what I had when I first started this. So, I mean, basically, I think I'll pause it now and wait till this gets about 30 or stops going up, which it may have already. Nope, still going up slowly. But basically, the biomass system, quite frankly, is almost too easy. I mean, I got 5 switchgrass out there, and I'm gaining volatiles hand over fist, and so far oxygen too. Yeah, that's up 60 moles. Now, obviously, the faster I make water, the faster those go down. There's another balancing act. Get up 2 in here. Okay, so let me spend some time waiting here, and I'll wait until I drink and need food, and we'll see how it goes. I'll be back. Okay, so a storm hit. Now, look at the temperature go down. Greatly enhances, I got this all vented outside, by the way, greatly enhances water production. You see I'm actually getting water in the line at the moment, a little bit. So this should go down to 370 something, which is 100, roughly 100 C's lower. That makes this work so much less hard. And I was up to 69, I'm still at 69. So this is going to really help. And it also decreases the temperature, so it decreases the megapascals, which pulls in more. What I should do is have this run more during a storm and increase it to like 10 megapascals, so I get, oh, it wouldn't matter. When the storm ended, it would heat back up again. But there we go. So this is going to help. Look, there we go. I got 0.1 in that short a time. This really improves water production. You see I got 0.006 in there now. It doesn't sound like much, but each tick adding up, that's just sitting in there. It's not necessarily what I produced. And of course, this is not going to be working. Something just crashed. This is not going to be working as hard, so the temperature is going to go down. And this isn't going to have to work as hard, so my CO2 goes up. Storms are very handy. Venus, you almost look forward to getting storms. There we go, that's at 5. That might go a little bit high. Yeah, it's going down now. So the 386, that's why it wasn't getting low, because it was still pulling in air. Or making, the H2 combustor was running, I should say. I'm getting all that nice water, which passes through here, right into here and right into my line. And it's going to stop here pretty soon because the temperature, there's no more evaporation happening in there. But there you go. So now, 69, I mean, I've still got time. I don't know if it's going to be equal right now, but we're going to see. I'll be back. While I'm thinking about it, for everybody else's knowledge, there is one other thing I have been monitoring, hasn't been a problem yet, and that is, notice the temperature in here at that pressure. It's 45 C. So the water coming out of there is 45 Celsius. The water in my pipe has been hanging pretty good at 24, and I think that's because it's slowly, you can see I'm convecting and removing some latent heat, so that's also going into the air here. But if that gets above 30, then the plants might start not enjoying it very much. So I have to watch this too, and if that gets high, then I got to throw a radiator on here too, and there goes more cooling. The pressure's actually a little low in here, so is my nitrogen. But everything seems to be balancing. Oops, 69.2. So there we go. I am gaining, but again, am I going to keep up with this? And my suit is, I am asking for water. And that's something I want to keep off. So actually, I'm going to go drink now. I do not want my suit to start making me unhappy and drinking more. So I got to make sure I take this off once in a while. And I'm ready to throw this in again. I could probably actually get rid of some of that, but I use the oxygen coming out of it, so what the heck. Alright, so let's take this off. Let's vent this. Take this off. And see what happens here. I don't think I made enough during that cycle, but I was still adjusting things, but let's see what happens. It was at 68.8. 68.7. That's pretty darn close. I mean, I think with the adjustments I made, I'm going to be all right. But even at that, if I lose 1/10, every time I drink, I'm going to have a lot of time to do what I need to do to rectify that. So I think, did I leave a pipe here? I did. I don't think it matters. I'll take that out eventually. But so far so good. Now, I'll wait till this. Did the storm just end already? I think it did. So all the temperatures are going to go back up. But I seem okay with the suit, so let's put this back on. I did not throw these out yet. I dropped them all because I got tired of seeing them in my inventory. I almost need a recycler or something. Too bad you can't throw those in for biomass. Suit's on, right? Yep. I would find out pretty fast if it wasn't. I don't want to lose that. Might need that. 27, so I'm still under 30 in here. This is going to be back up to 460 something, yep. So I lost all that I gained there. 60, so I'm back at 68.8. So I am almost exactly what I need to drink right now. So just some fine tuning, and I think I'm going to be fine. That, I think, went down a little, but I have plenty in there. There's back up to 54, so we're okay. There you go. I think that's it for today. I'm going to keep you updated. Very happy with the way everything's going here. I still have some room to tweak this. I could probably go up maybe one more, and that would make more water at a higher temperature. We'll go to 26. And of course, higher temperature, that vents and exchanges in here pretty quickly. 27.2. All right. So again, I could add one more row and see what effect that has. I'll do that in the next episode. I don't know for sure. I think I'll gain. I think it would make more water at this point because I'm creating water. So the cooler I can make it in here and still maintain oxygen, which is still going up, and volatiles, I can convert the heat in those two elements to steam to make water until the temperature balances out. It's confusing, but it all makes sense. 88. Okay, so I will let you know how it's going. I'm going to keep track from this point on how I'm using water and making sure. I could set a graph up or a gauge or something, but it's easier for me just to pop the number down and see how it all goes. That's it. Maybe Old Salt Gamer. Please like and subscribe. Let me know what you think. It's been fun. I really am. I like it. This was kind of a challenge to set up. I couldn't remember how to do it. And I had things hooked up funky, and like it was hollering at me like, "What are you doing?" And 58.9, yay! But there you go. I'll see you in the next episode. You have a good one.